Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Mayfield. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Moore, 82 yards. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Murray off play action. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Murray going to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Bulldozes past him. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Play fake. Mayfield, he's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Indy.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. McCann now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. With Taylor to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Cohen is in. Touchdown, Arizona. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was,
was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Campbell downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On second down, it's Taylor. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, here's Taylor. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down, Hines. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give for Taylor running right side. Shifts by at the 15. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. give to Taylor out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
31's the mic. Run. 31's the mic. Watch the out. 31's the mic. Double.
Now Murray again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. 20.
What's up?
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McCann for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got Turner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Muscles him off. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. ground with a tight end. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got him the football back. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McCann now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack on first down, Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Hines. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Let's go, D. Big series right.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's brought down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They go play action. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6. Cardinals touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check it down.
Mayfield on play action. That ball caught by Campbell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.